Greetings, this is Naya Tai with NNV News. Today I have the honor of interviewing Sister Shima Muhammad, who is the CEO of Shikey Cosmetics. If you've ever seen this brand, that's what it is. I'm going to go ahead and send the slides to her real fast. Okay, so as soon as she gets on, we're going to start. And Shikey Cosmetics, if you do not know, is a hair care and a skincare brand. It's made with all natural ingredients, very good for you. There she goes. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
So tired.
Yes, ma'am. You look very pretty.
Girl, I tried. I tried. I had to, wash my face and brush my teeth real quick before I got on here. Whew.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Thank you. Praise you to Allah. And you look beautiful
Of
as
course.
always as well.
Well, all praises to Allah. I also had to jump up and do the same thing. Yeah. So, would you mind introducing yourself and then just telling a little bit about what Shikey Cosmetics is?
Absolutely. So my name is Sister Shima Muhammad. I'm originally from Los Angeles, California, which is actually where Shikey Cosmetics first started. Back in 2000 and I believe it was 16, was when I created my first bottle and sold it. I am currently residing in Indianapolis, Indiana, with my husband and our son that's actually on the way probably any day now. This is my first child. Shikey Cosmetics basically is a natural hair and skincare brand that is for men, women, and children. And it started off with basically just one product, which actually has been discontinued because, we're continuing to grow, we're continuing to create. And with that, we're finding new ingredients, new products to give to our people. Yeah, basically, it's just a natural skin and hair care brand. I would like to expand into other things. The goal really is to get to the point where I want to encourage others to become entrepreneurs or to basically work on their own time and not have to clock it. Then 9 to 5 is, I actually still at this point am working 9 to 5. So after this, I actually have to clock in to work, and it's just it's like I'm thankful for my job and being able to provide the lifestyle that I live. However, um, it ain't for me,
Yes.
and it's not for me, and it's not for a lot of us. A lot of us feel that way, and so I want to basically create an opportunity for people who um, that may not be the lifestyle for them either, to be able to sell products that are safe, that are responsible, that are environmentally friendly, and to make money at their leisure as opposed to having to clock in for someone. So I hope that answers your question.
Yes, ma'am. It's always great to have different sources of income and then to have your own business. That's even better. Yes, ma'am. So, what would you say is the mission statement of Shikey Cosmetics?
The mission statement of Shikey Cosmetics. I actually have it, and it's not on me right now. I'm sorry, I am a bit unprepared. Blame it on my pregnancy brain, not my heart.
That's okay.
But the mission statement of Shikey Cosmetics basically is to provide. Yikes! I hate this. I feel unprofessional right now. Um, but the mission statement of Shikey Cosmetics basically is to provide you with safe products with ingredients that you can pronounce. That's like, if you were to just, I could go into a whole paragraph of words that actually have that. But I did not make sure to have that in front of me because I don't know it by heart, unfortunately. But that's basically the gist of it, to provide you with products with ingredients that you can pronounce. Things, oftentimes we'll, look at a product and we'll read the bottle and it's like all types of alcohols and sulfates and, things like, just things where you're like, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. But my friend uses it, so I'm going to use it. Or my mother uses it, so I'm going to. That's my mother and my grandmother been using it since I was a baby. So that's what I'm using. But oftentimes those things are creating, I want to say, hereditary disease. You've been smelling those chemicals. Your mother's been smelling. She was inhaling those chemicals while she was pregnant with you. Your grandmother was inhaling those chemicals when she was pregnant with your mother. And then now you all have, unexplainable diseases that developed in the family that you don't know are actually from chemicals that you've been inhaling for years upon years upon years upon years. Our biggest organ is our skin. So when you're constantly putting harsh chemicals on your skin, and as well as into your body, it produces a chemical reaction that is very negative, and it's something that we are fighting still to this day. A lot of us, kind of eat what we want. We go to Johnson and Johnson. That's our go-to. Johnson and Johnson baby lotion. And then they come out with some type of it's a gel now. It's like a baby oil, but it's like jelly, so it's supposed to be like a little bit thicker. But Johnson and Johnson just got sued, I want to say, for like 24 million.
Wow.
Because from the baby powder, and that's a staple. That is a staple in almost every home. That Johnson and Johnson baby powder, whether it's for babies, whether you're putting it in your shoes because you're not wearing socks to keep your feet from sweating, whether you're using it on your body as an adult to help with perspiration, like that is a staple. And now we're finding out that it's actually causing cancer. So think about how many cases of cancer were actually caused by the products that we're using. So that's basically what Shikey Cosmetics' mission is to get us out of using these products that we've heard of by hearsay, that we know nothing about the ingredients, and to actually move us into a more safe, more health conscious way of life.
Yes, ma'am. That actually reminded me of this conversation that I had with my father not too long ago. My father, he has straight hair, and I have curly hair, of course. And apparently Suave, the brand Suave, had come out with like this new hair set for curly hair. And he bought it for me, and I was like, I really appreciate this, but Daddy, I'm not about to use this on my hair.
Yeah. And a lot of people just kind of, they'll use what's easy. They'll use what they can just go and grab. And then, with this world we live in, we want everything to be instant. We want instant gratification. We want instant food. We don't want to wait for anything. Let our Instagram or Facebook buffer for like 2 seconds. We're about to lose it, And so, products like Suave, Pantene Pro V, and other Garnier Fructis, Savino, and other popular brands. They're easy to grab, but they're not what's best for us. And so I'm happy that you had enough wisdom inside of you to to just kind of politely decline to use it. But that was sweet that he was trying, though.
It was sweet.
Yeah, it was sweet. It was a sweet gesture, but yeah. It's like, I'm not gonna put that poison on me. Thanks, appreciate it though. No, but no, we are poisoning ourselves. That's the reality. Like at the end of the day, we're poisoning ourselves with the products that we're using. A lot of them, as the Honorable Minister Farrakhan taught us yikes, as Honorable Minister Farrakhan taught us in The Time and What Must Be Done. It was actually part 26. He talked about the fluoride that they're putting in a lot of the products that we use. And
Mm-hmm.
fluoride basically slows the person down. It makes them not as aware. It makes them almost zombie-like. So there's fluoride in our water. There's fluoride in our toothpaste. I believe there's fluoride in our perfumes. There's fluoride in our lotions. And so when you're so think about how you're using those things every day, even though you might be using a little bit of it, it's still, you're using it every day on a consistent basis, and it's building up in your body. And now you're becoming that zombie. You know, we're, a lot of people like to say we're lions, we're lions and we're lioness, we're strong, we're fierce, we're a force to be reckoned with. But through chemical warfare, we are being dumbed down. And so it's not just about, you want glowing skin or you want nice long hair. We're fighting a war chemically against our open enemy.
Yes, ma'am. And even when it comes to the toothpaste and the fluoride being in the toothpaste, anything that you put in your mouth automatically goes to your bloodstream.
Right.
So that's the fluoride in your bloodstream now. And I know you mentioned Johnson & Johnson's earlier. The ingredient that they were using, I'm sure they're probably using different cancer-causing ingredients as well. But their products contained talcum powder, which is the ingredient that was starting the cancer. So we just have to be really careful of what we're using and really mindful. And whenever we go in the store, we have to make sure that we read the ingredients.
Yeah.
Speaking of ingredients, can you just talk about some of the ingredients that you use for your Shikey Cosmetics products?
Sure. So you have, what you have there is our peppermint line. So that has peppermint essential oil, of course. Different products have different ingredients in it, but all of it has water. All of it contains water. That's the very first ingredient. Then we have the peppermint essential oil that is in all of the products from the peppermint line. Some of the products also contain aloe vera juice or aloe vera gel. There's, like I said, there's variations of products, but there's olive oil, there's grapeseed oil, depending on which product you have. There's also coconut oil, depending on which product you have. And the only thing that is in my products that you may be like, what is this word? Is potassium hydroxide. Now that is actually there to help the pH balance. We test our products for pH balance to make sure that scientifically they will help your hair or help your skin. We don't want to just mix. A lot of people just mix stuff together, put a scent on it. Here you go. Here's my product. And they don't actually know if it is scientifically created to assist. So you can go find make your own shampoo recipe on like Etsy or Pinterest or something like that, but it may not be pH balanced. And so what that'll do for your hair, if it's not, is it will definitely make your hair very rough. It could even make your hair fall out. Wow. And you won't know why. You'll blame it on everything else, but you're not looking at what you're putting on your hair and how it's affecting it. Also, same thing for your skin. Your skin can start to be very, very dry if you're using products that are not pH balanced. So we definitely make sure to test our products for the balance before we even send them out.
Charlene Monica said, I'm loving this intellectual conversation.
Praise you to Allah.
Yeah, we're loving that you tuned in today. Shima, are you running low on time?
No, I got a little time.
Okay, all right. So moving on to our next question. Are Shikey Cosmetics products safe for babies?
Yes, they're safe for babies. Now, what I will say is the shampoo actually has what a lot may call a refreshing tingle that is provided. It definitely opens up the pores. It definitely opens up the pores. So if you were to use that on a baby, because they're not used to that sensation, they may, cry or something. So I will refrain using the shampoo on a infant. Once they get to toddler age, they should be fine. But I would probably not use a shampoo on a very, very new baby.
Mhm.
But all the other products are fine. The spray is fine. The oil is fine, especially if you're dealing with cradle cap. You want to just take a little bit of the oil, put it on the baby's scalp, and then use like a soft baby brush to get those flakes out of the hair. So again, the spray is fine. The oil is fine, and the spray is fine, the oil is fine, and the conditioner. Those three things are fine. I would not use the shampoo on a very small child, though. Once they get around close to 1 year, you can start to use the shampoo.
Okay.
I hate to do this. There is a delivery at my door. Can
Okay.
you give me 1 second? Because I
Yes.
don't think they're going to
Okay.
leave it there. Give me a sec.
Okay. For those of you who are just now tuning in, this is actually Shikey Cosmetics, which is the hair care and skincare brand, and it's all natural, black owned. And this is just one of the products right here. This is their Hydro Protein Conditioner with aloe vera, which is a part of the peppermint collection. And so as soon as Sister Shima comes back, we're going to go on with the interview.
Okay, I'm back. Thank you so much for that.
No problem.
It was an edible arrangement. I don't know. Wasn't expecting that. But okay.
Well, before you left, I just wanted to tell my testimony of my Shikey Cosmetics shampoo. So after I used it, that was the cleanest my hair had felt in a while. So what I did was I actually did an apple cider vinegar rinse before I washed my hair. And then I have a lot of hair. Sometimes it's very difficult to get everything in there and wash it all out. So what I do is I fill in like a little basin of water,
Mm-hmm.
and I mix it with my shampoo, and then I'll bend over and I wash my shampoo. I wash my hair from there. So that's what
Mm-hmm.
I did, and that was the cleanest my hair had felt in a while, and my scalp.
Yeah, apple cider vinegar rinses are really, really good. They help to remove residue. And that's not just from the products that you're using. We also, especially in the Midwest, I don't know where everyone is located, but in the Midwest, we definitely suffer from hard water. And so apple cider vinegar rinses help to remove that buildup. It's I believe it's calcium and magnesium that's in the water, and it's a lot of it. And so it will dry out our skin, it'll dry out our hair. But apple cider vinegar, along with using other great products like Shikey Cosmetics, will help to alleviate your hair and your skin really of those hard mineral deposits. Another thing you can do to help with that is to get a shower filter. So that'll help filter out the water. Some people just get some activated charcoal, and they'll kind of get like a stocking and put it in there, and then they'll kind of take a rubber band. That's the makeshift way. They'll take a rubber band and they'll wrap it around their shower head, so it has to pass through the activated charcoal in order to hit their skin. And so that activated charcoal is really, really really, really good for also getting rid of toxins. And
Okay.
so, but there's other ways. Some people will do eucalyptus, or, there's a bunch of different things you can kind of do it yourself. But if you can, just buy a shower filter, and that'll help, and your skin will thank you.
Well,
But
thank you.
yeah, and continue to do the apple cider vinegar rinses, like you said before, because we put a lot of stuff in our hair. I know right now, like edge control, gel, so we can't always get through when it comes to certain things, we can't always get the most. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a gel that doesn't have alcohol in it. I think the main ingredient in gel is
It's alcohol.
alcohol. Yeah. So if you need gel for your hair, there's not really a way too much, especially a good hold on the gel. There's not really a way to get around
Yeah.
the alcohol. So you definitely want to make sure you're counteracting those things with something that will remove the residue deposit.
Yes, ma'am. So why would you recommend that someone switch over to using Shikey Cosmetics products rather than the mainstream products?
Well, there's the benefit of supporting, of course, Black-owned business. There's the benefit of the products that you use being handmade. A lot of these products are, even if they are Black owned and they're on the shelves, they're being made in factories. There's no love put into it. It's not personal commitment. It's just kind of an assembly line, you know, next, 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 next. A lot of the times also when companies move from a home-based business to a factory business, the ingredients are changed. So you might have been buying this product off the street and it was olive oil, coconut oil, shea butter, this, that. And then when they got to the factory, they were like, well, for mass production, that is not going to work. So now we need to put this alcohol. Now we need to put this chemical that nobody's ever heard of to make the product faster, to get it down the assembly line, to get it in the stores and on the shelves. So there's more integrity in products that are made at home. And so Shikey Cosmetics, I do plan to continue to make the products at home. My goal would be in the future to hire a team that can assist me with that. So that not necessarily at home, but even if we just had like a little, like a little small kitchen type area, where we would meet every day and continue to make the products. I really don't want to move into factory assembly line type things. Again, my whole goal is really to help to provide for my family, also to create generational wealth, as well as to create jobs. So I would like to, be able to hire people to help make the products, and as well as I would like to hire distributors in different cities to sell the products, at their leisure, as we spoke of before, so they don't have to do the 9-5 rigmarole.
Right. Well, yes, ma'am. Thank you for that.
Oh, and then also, of course, they're safe. They're environmentally friendly. We use recyclable plastic with our products. It's actually food grade recyclable plastic. So what that basically means is that the bottle that the products come in is actually for food. So if it were very harsh ingredients in the products, they would not be able to sustain in those bottles. The chemicals would basically eat the bottles up. So, right, that would be no bottle. The bottle wouldn't be there. Because I remember when you ordered that, and the bottle would not be there if there were harsh chemicals contained inside the bottle. So we do use food grade recyclable plastic. We use, again, natural herbs, natural oils, and ingredients that are basically safe for everybody in the family. And so, if you are everybody's not into, or it's not a priority to support Black business. So if number one would be to support a Black business. Number two would be basically to stop the death in the families that is being caused by the things that we are putting on our skin. So if you don't care about supporting Black business, then care about your health, care about yourself, care about your babies, care about your family, and switch to products that you can use that are not aiding in the decomposition of your own body.
Right. Absolutely. And when it comes to different types of products that we use, sometimes I know a lot of us, we buy them because they're cheap, but health is going to be expensive. In the world we live in now, health is going to be expensive. If you want to live, and you want to live properly, and you want to be healthy, your body, your skin, all of that, you're going to have to spend a little bit more money.
That's definitely true. Like I said, it goes back to the factory. When you're using these cheap products, cheap ingredients to make these products, you're of course going to pay less for the product. But when you're using rich ingredients, that cost money, that costs rich money, you're going to pay more for the product that you're using. So I know some people, may even go to Shikey Cosmetics website, which is www.shikeycosmetics.com, and the link is in my bio. But you know, when and some people may look at the price point and be like, this is too much. But you have to keep in mind too, when you're buying products from a small business, you're helping to help that person pay their bills. Like, I'm just going to be honest, like this. So when you buy $50 worth of products, part of that has to go back to buying ingredients, buying more bottles, buying more tops, buying more labels. And then the owner gets like a small percent, and that's if we don't got to pay anybody. You know, then the owner gets a very small percentage of that money that they can use, you know, to buy food. It's like, I'm gonna just be honest, like to buy food, to buy some clothes, to put some gas in their car, you know, even delivering to the post office, that's gas, you know. So people are like, oh, the shipping is so high or whatever the case. But it's like there's shipping and handling. I also have to take time to out of my schedule to go to the post office to make these deliveries. So that's my time, on top of the fact that I have to take time to make the products and then label them and package them. And then I also have to pay the post office to ship it to you. So a lot of people criticize prices, but they don't understand what all goes into getting that product to you and how much that actually costs per bottle. You know, when I first started, I was not paying myself. I'm barely paying myself now still because I'm trying to really, you know, find a way to not go up on the prices. But really at this point, I'm barely paying myself. Right now, it's kind of like, you know, buying ingredients, buying bottles, buying labels, buying packaging. I just upgraded my packaging. And once you get done with all that stuff, you got a couple dollars left, you know, and you're thankful for that couple of dollars and you hope one day it'll grow. But yeah, the first couple of years, you really just basically giving away product for free, like in a way, you know, you're just doing enough just to kind of get the orders out, you know, but you're not really paying yourself. So I think it's important that we support each other no matter what. Like, I don't care if the person is selling the same thing or the same type of thing as you. Like, let's just all support each other, especially with COVID going on. A lot of people are being furloughed. A lot of people are getting fired. Yeah. And there's like, the job market is very scarce. And so now is a time really for us to start to, you know, create our own businesses. What is it that you like to do? What is it that makes you happy? Also, and not just doing it, not just, oh, let me print some labels out on my computer and I'm just going to make this product and start selling it, but to actually be legit, to actually, you know, register with the Secretary of State, to actually, you know, have your EIN number, to have your actual website, not something just on, you know, Etsy or something like that, but to actually have your own domain name, you know, to purchase these are costs. These are costs, to have a 1-800 number, to have a fax number, to have a brick and mortar. And since we're talking about entrepreneurialism, I actually have wrote 2 books on how to get your business in position to establish yourself, to qualify to receive business credit. So business credit basically is when you receive credit for your business that is separate from you as a person. So you don't actually have to use your social. You don't actually have to use your name. You would be getting credit in the name of your business. And so I have 2 ebooks that the link is actually on my personal page, which is shi.e.o. So if you want to purchase some Shikey cosmetic products, that link is on the business page. If you want to purchase the book, that link is on my personal page. And those books are basically step-by-step how to get your business set up. So like, we just had those SBA loans that came out. I was already prepared to qualify. So when I applied, I got the money that I asked for, because my business was already set up. I already had the paperwork that they needed. They were already able to look my business up in their database to be able to verify that I'm a legit business. And so we definitely want to make sure that we're doing things the right way. There's a lot of money to be made out here. There's a lot of grants. There's a lot of loans, which I don't really care for, but you got to do what you got to do. But there's a lot of free money out here. But if you are not set up properly, you will not qualify to get the money. So it's not just about making a product or just writing an ebook or just selling something, even if it's somebody else's something. You want to make sure that you legitly put things together so that you're able to qualify when opportunity comes knocking. You're able to answer and that you're prepared. I don't even know if that answered your question.
I don't even remember what the question was. I really don't. But now you got me thinking. So I'm actually in the process of establishing my own business at the moment.
Oh,
and
wow.
So I'm going to have to read your ebooks.
Yeah, and they're actually only $5. It's 2 books. I actually plan to write a 3rd book. I've kind of been waiting on that. But as I've been doing the steps, I've been documenting the steps and then putting them in the book format. So the books are only $5. Invaluable information on how you can make way more than $5 if you follow the steps. And so it's 2 books. The books are called The Key: What Banks Don't Want Small Businesses to Know. And they are on Etsy. But again, that link is in my personal, on my personal page, on my personal Instagram page. So you want to check those out and get those as soon as possible. It's not like a big book with like 500 pages explaining my life and my upbringing. And then like, it's literally just to the point. This is step 1, this is step 2, this is step 3, this is step 4, this is step 5. So that way you can go ahead and get it together and, be able to move forward with your business. But I would definitely say to find what it is that you like to do. You don't even necessarily got to love it. It depends on where you at. If you're well-to-do and you have everything you need and I'm not passionate about what I do, then, find something that you love. But if you're just like, look, I'm tired of working this job. I hate these people. My boss is annoying. I can't do this. People dictating to me when I can eat. People dictating to me when I can use the restroom. I can't live my life like this. I feel, boxed in. Then find something that you like to do. Drop shipping is very popular right now, and it's easy to I haven't actually got into it because I already have a product. But if you don't have a product, drop shipping is very lucrative from what I'm hearing, and it's, I guess, very easy to sign. You can drop ship anything. You can drop ship sunglasses. A lot of people are into lashes right now, so you could drop ship lashes. You could drop ship the little sandals with the fur on them that women seem to like, jewelry. You could drop ship scarves. You could drop ship anything and make a business out of that. And that's not something you have to sit in your kitchen and do. It just kind of goes from the vendor to the customer, so that may be something you want to look into. I also recommend getting a mentor if you can. I actually just signed up with the ABS tribe, which is Brother Ben X and Brother Jake Taylor Jacobs. And I've been getting a lot of information from them, a lot of information. I'm happy that I signed up. And so I would recommend not necessarily getting somebody that knows you. A lot of people go for like, oh, well, I want so-and-so to mentor me because they know me so well and they'll be able to help me. But sometimes mixing business with personal can be
absolutely,
so you may want to find somebody who doesn't really know you like that. They just see numbers and they see you and they see what your goals are and they see numbers and they just gonna tell you what to do next. It's not personal, it's not emotional, there's no connection. They're just kind of get into they've done it successfully. And they're trying to teach you how to do it. So I would recommend getting a mentor as well, or a couple of mentors. It doesn't hurt to have a female mentor, a male mentor, getting a consistent tax person. You want to pay your taxes when you get these jobs, when you start these businesses. You want to get, I believe it's a CPA. That's an accountant. You want to have somebody that's making sure that everything's adding up. And so there's a couple different things. People think like it's just making a product and putting it in bottles and selling it. But there's a couple different things and some different expenses that come along with having your own business. So you want to definitely make sure that you're on point with everything so that you can be more successful.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. As a Black business owner, why do you think it's important to inspire, our community to start their own businesses?
Because we have such a big buying power. And a lot of people don't know that. The Honorable Minister Farrakhan a couple of years ago encouraged us to boycott Christmas. So it wasn't don't be with your family. It wasn't don't eat food, and sit around and fellowship and enjoy your days off. It was stop buying from a country that we have been nothing but a dollar to since the moment we hit its shores. We've only just been money to this country. And it's not that we're poor, even though a lot of our conditions and the communities that we live in make it seem that way. We just don't know how to spend our money. We spend our money on frivolous things to impress other people that we don't know or don't like. And so we're not using our money and our buying power to its full advantage. We're not purchasing land. We're not growing our own food. We're not even supporting each other. I see somebody just put here, the Black hair industry is $1 billion field. We need to be a part of that. Exactly. Why are we not making money off of from ourselves? Why are we allowing other people who don't have our hair texture, who don't know our hair story, who don't even understand the chemical composition of our hair, create products for us?
That makes sense.
If you're not if the person won't teach you right, they're not going to treat you right. Our names are stripped from us. Our language was stripped from us. Our religion was stripped from us. Our history was stripped from us. So we haven't been treated right since we left, our ancestral grounds. But we expect this person to teach us how to take care of our hair. We expect to be taught how to take care of our skin. Like that really just doesn't. We're expected to be taught the right foods to eat by a person who basically is not just a person, but a people who are focused on culling the earth, beginning with us, so it's just like it's been said openly that we need to cull the earth of a large amount of people, and it's been said openly, it's been shown openly by us being gunned down in the streets, how we have been, by us, our women being kidnapped for years upon years and raped for years upon years. And then when we finally stand up for ourselves and get out of that situation by possible murder, whatever, we're convicted. We're convicted though. Like, it's not self-defense then. It's not. So what was I supposed to do? Was I supposed to just continue to be raped? Was I just supposed to continue to be kidnapped? Like, what was I supposed to do? Was I supposed to walk away politely? Clearly, this was a violent situation in which I was not able to get out of without force. Right. So there's no justice here. So why will we seek counsel, especially regarding our health, from people that want us dead? It doesn't make sense. So I think it's very important for us to use our buying power with each other. And we have to be patient with each other. So a lot of times we'll criticize, the customer service wasn't good, or I didn't like this, or I didn't like that, or this didn't come in time. But how many times have those that eat McDonald's, how many times have you been to McDonald's and they didn't get your order right and you still went to McDonald's for lunch the next day?
Right.
How many times did you go to maybe Foot Action and you didn't like the customer service, but when you needed some more J's, you went back to Foot Action? Right. So we're so hard on each other, but so soft on the businesses of our enemy. Or we're dismissive towards the same things when we're talking about the businesses of our enemies. We have to, yikes. We have to stop being so critical of each other. And even if you do feel some type of way, you don't have to always openly express that. We're so quick to go
Right.
on the internet. I went to this business today, or don't support her, or don't do this. This what happened to me, blah, 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 blah. But we don't do that when it's Walmart. We don't say anything. We'll just maybe talk to a friend or two about it, like, girl, yeah, I was at Walmart today and I bought a such and such, and the product ain't even in the box when I got it home. I'm gonna take it back, and we just take it back quietly and get our refund or get the product
Right.
replaced, and we call it a day. But let it be one of us. We're on Facebook quickly. We're taking pictures. Look,
Mm-hmm.
this is the product that I bought. Look, it's barely anything in here. Don't support such and such. We're very, very harsh on each other, and I'm guilty of it too. I try, if I don't like something though, I'll try not to say anything. I'm more aware of it now that I'm building my own business. I'll try not to just say anything, even to another person, because my experience may not be their experience. And the whole point
Right.
is that we need to support each other. So I'm not going to really discourage anybody from supporting one another. But yeah, we have we can, our unity is so powerful. It's the most powerful thing that we have as a people, but we don't use it how we can and how we should. And so I think it's very, very, very important that we purchase from each other, that we actually use the product.
Mm-hmm.
We need to stop hoarding products as well. Like, that's what oh my God, like, you'll go to somebody's house and they'll have like a whole shelf of different shampoos, and it's like, why do you why? That's expired. Why do you have this stuff? You're not even using it. So we're very wasteful as well. We want to try every new thing that comes out, as opposed to finding that one thing that works for us and sticking to that and just replenishing that, or maybe stocking up on that. But we got to try the new this, we got to try the new that, we got to try the new this, and it's not for us. And we have to be honest when we're purchasing products about what our skin type is and what our hair type is.
Right.
So like you said, like, Naya, your hair is completely different than mine. So if your hair is all curly and big in a picture, and I'm like, oh my God, your hair looks so beautiful, what did you use? And you tell me, well, I used Shea Moisture Curl and Shine Cream, or I used what's the other one? Cream of Nature, or Cantu, or something like that. That's not gonna work on my hair. My hair is not gonna have the same reaction that your hair had. So we have two completely different textures. And then I want to say the product doesn't work because my hair didn't come out looking like Naya's, and that doesn't make any sense, because your hair was never gonna look like Naya's, and Naya's hair is never gonna look like yours. So we definitely have to. But that's why it was cool that your dad identified his hair is straight and your hair is curly, so he brought you a product for curly hair. As opposed to him just giving you what he uses and expecting the same result. It's not going to have the same result. So we have to be honest about our hair products. We have to be honest about our skin type and find products that suit those. Shikey Cosmetics actually works on all hair types. Now, granted, the result won't be exactly the same, but it works on curly hair. I actually have white customers that consistently use my products, and their hair texture is completely different than ours. But the shampoo, like I said, is pH balanced. It works on all different hair types. The skincare works on all different skin types. I have people with all different oily skin, dry skin. Everybody basically has rave reviews about the face wash. And then there's a serum. I'm coming out with an exfoliating scrub soon. So yeah, just basically, there's some products that will work for everybody, and some products won't. And I think that we need to stop being so wasteful. We just buy whatever we hear is cool, and we would use it once. And then consistency. I know I'm probably rambling, but that's another point I want to make. We will use something once and then be like, it don't work. Like, it don't work. I don't like it. And like, we just, like, maybe once or twice, it don't work. I don't like it. When it comes to hair care, if you've been using Pantene Pro V for the last 15 years, and then you use something, like Shikey Cosmetics, it's not going to feel the same. You're used to a certain feeling. You're used to that film still being on top of your hair because it's not completely washing out from Pantene Pro V or Suave or Garnier Fructis. You're used to a certain type of feel. Shikey Cosmetics is going to actually remove that stuff. It's going to gently cleanse your hair. So you're not going to have that. I was told when I was younger, how you check to see if your hair is clean is you kind of, while it's wet, you kind of do something like this. And if you hear the streak, like you hear, it's like a streaking sound, then your hair is clean. But actually what that sound means is that all the oils, all your natural oils, as well as everything product that you had put in your hair has been removed.
Oh,
And so
wow.
now your hair is stripped, which is not a good thing. You want to cleanse your hair. You do not want to strip your hair. And a lot of these products are stripping our hair. And so it's creating this dry, brittle, frizzy type thing that really is unnecessary for us to even have to experience because we're using the wrong products. So we definitely want to make sure that we're not constantly switching products a lot. We reading the ingredients, we can identify the ingredient. If we can't, we can look it up and figure out what it is. But that should only be like maybe 1 or 2 ingredients in the product, not 50 of the ingredients you don't even know what that is. And then you can read, oh, cocoa powder and shea butter, out of all 50 ingredients. Like that's not gonna work. We want to stop manipulating our hair so much. If we are wrapping our hair, we want to use some type of satin barrier between our hair and the wrap or the scarf that we're using. And we want to just, let's support each other. Like literally, like let's support each other. Like that's just basically what I'm on is, finding products that I really like. It's a whipped shea butter that I get from a business called Paisley Napaj. And I really, really like that. My husband likes it. And you can buy different scents. It's really, really great. There's other oils and things out there. Like, let's just get back to, we were made from the earth. So the earth is basically where we find our nutrients, and so when you keep using things that are not made from the earth, it definitely will affect you in a negative way.
Absolutely. And so you were just mentioning switching off with the hair care products, but it applies to your skin as well, especially for your face. I know a lot of people who will just like randomly try these products and they're like, oh, it broke my face out. And even if it is good, it may be bad for them. I don't know, depending on what the ingredients are. They're like, oh yeah, it broke my face out. And I'm just like, that could possibly be a chemical reaction of you mixing the two products together. Like if you put on one product and then put on a different product, you don't know how that's going to react to that.
That is definitely true. We're dealing with chemicals at the end of the day, whether they're safe chemicals or not. We're dealing with a bunch of chemicals. And so, like you said, when you're using maybe, if you're using like Mary Kay moisturizer, night cream, but you're using Pond's face wash, and then it wasn't created to mix together. Some people mix those things and they have, positive reactions, but a lot of people don't, and a lot of people end up, like you said, breaking out or having some type of irritation. So it's best to stick with one product brand for whatever it is that you're using. So if you're going to use Shikey Cosmetics face wash, you want to use the Shikey Cosmetics serum. And if you need something else, like if you need an exfoliator, but I haven't started packaging that yet, then you still want to use something natural to exfoliate. There's sugar, there's salt, there's all types of things like that that you can use as opposed to going to buy an exfoliator. And we've got to stop being so lazy. That's another thing too. We don't want to get the grapeseed or the olive oil, the brown sugar, and mix it and use it. We want to just go buy something and be able to have access to it. And that's a detriment to us too. We have to do more research. We have to stop being so dependent on what's in the stores. We have to stop being so lazy when it comes to even our food, the health, period. A lot of, while we're talking about skin and hair, a lot of what's wrong with our skin and hair is the food that we're eating. Now, there are some people that eat terribly, and they have hair all the way down their back.
If their skin is clear.
Yeah, and their skin is clear. But that's not everybody. And if that's not your experience, then you want to switch some things up. You want to stop eating genetically modified food. You want to stop eating, even if you are eating salads and stuff every day, if it's genetically modified, you're not getting half the nutrients that you would have gotten had you used organic. If you're not eating healthy foods and you're eating Taco Bell and McDonald's and Burger King and Chick-fil-A and, you know, the taco stand down the street every day, then that is going to affect the health of your hair and skin. If you're not receiving the vitamins that are vital to producing healthy hair and skin every day, on top of using great products, you're basically just wasting your money. If you're going to buy Shikey Cosmetics and keep eating McDonald's, you waste your money. Go ahead and waste it, but go ahead and waste it. Waste it on me. But go ahead and waste it. But yeah, you're wasting your money. It really needs to be a complete lifestyle change in our community, where we are basically pulling on the earth for everything that we need. All that we need is in the earth. All the resources have already been provided for us. We just have to stop being lazy and actually get them.
Absolutely. We're literally a reflection of what we allow our bodies to absorb, whether it be food, any type of skin or hair products, all of it. Toothpaste.
Yeah, and our thoughts.
Definitely our thoughts.
Our thoughts affect our appearances. Thoughts are things. So, you know, if you thinking ugly and you acting ugly and you speaking ugly, I don't care what products you're using and what food you're eating, you're going to have an ugly appearance because your whole disposition is going to be negative. Your whole energy, your whole aura. Or aesthetically, you could be the most beautiful person in the world, but it'll still be something about you that just turns people off. No matter what makeup you're using, no matter what products you're using, no matter what you're doing. So we really just have to clean up, period. Like, we have to clean up so that we can reflect the beauty that God gave us.
Yes. I'm going to have to schedule another interview with you because we have so many different things that we could talk about.
Really, literally.
Yes.
Literally. Yeah, this could go on and on and on.
It could.
And I do want to thank you for the opportunity. And I know we had some schedule issues. So I thank you, and I thank the team of NNV News for accommodating my schedule. And I would definitely love to do another interview in the future. And as some of you don't know, Naya is actually one of the Shikey Cosmetics brand ambassadors. So if you go on the Shikey Cosmetics page, you will see a lot of pictures of Naya advertising the products. So I'm really appreciative. Excuse me, I'm tired. I'm really appreciative to you as an individual for constantly supporting me, for constantly, I see the emails that you send me with other opportunities to get my business out there. And so that makes me feel good because that lets me know not only are you just a brand ambassador or do you just buy the product sometimes, but you actually believe in the products or I would say you believe in me. And so I really, really appreciate that. And I've never expressed that to you, that it means a lot to me, your support. And and so I wanted to say that. I thank NNV News. And again, if you're tuning in, my website is www.shikeykosmetics.com. That's SHIKEY, cosmetics with the S at the end.com. If you're looking for the key, what banks don't want small businesses to know, then you will go to my personal page on Instagram, which is shi.e.o, and you will click the link in that bio. And so let's get our money up. Let's get our business up. Let's get our know-how up. A lot of us have great products, but we don't know the system. So let's learn together. Let's build together. Let's grow together. And I want to thank you for having me.
Oh, no, thank you for coming on. And yes, of course, I'm always going to support you. I'm always going to be your sister. I'm always going to be sending people your way. I do a lot. I'd be like, oh, well, this is what I use for my hair. You should check this out. And I wanted to mention this earlier. I actually do use some of the products on my dad.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he probably doesn't want me to say this, but he has like a little patch right there.
Uh-huh.
Like a little balding patch. But I'm like, Dad, it's the products that you're using. You know, he just uses whatever's on the shelf, really. So he'll just go in the store and be like, oh, shampoo? Okay. And he'll grab that.
Yeah,
I'm like, you can't use that. And so I'll
yeah,
like
a
massage
lot of.
his hair and like massage his scalp.
Oh, that's so sweet. Yeah, a lot of men are bad. They're bad with like picking products or even using them. A lot of them go to like that 3-in-1 or that 2-in-1 where it's the body wash, the
Yes.
conditioner, and the shampoo all at one time. And it's just like, I understand it's convenient, but like men should have self care Sundays too. Not even just
They do.
Sundays, but that's, the little hashtag self care Sundays. But yeah, men should take care of themselves too. So you definitely want to use products. My husband uses my products. I kind of do him a disservice because I'll be so busy trying to get orders out that I won't kind of keep our own stash in the house sometimes. So I'm trying to be more aware of that. But he's been using my products for basically since we met. That was one of the first conversations he had. That's how he tried to get me. He's like, oh, are these products for men? When I was vending one day. He's like, oh, these products for men? Like, yes, they're for men. You just wanted to talk to me. But but whatever. Now we're married and I'm having his baby. So
Oh, beautiful.
it worked out
I'll
in his
praise it
favor.
too.
Uh, but yeah, so the products are for men. My husband uses the hair care products. He uses the skincare products as well. And I plan on using the products on our child. So that's another thing too. Like if you feel like you don't got nobody to use your product, advertise you using your product. Advertise the people around you using your product. My mother just actually left a comment saying she loves the oil. So the people around you are your advertising. So use those people to their advantage. People love word of mouth and hearsay. You could kind of you are a testament to your own product. So you can't have messed up skin and then keep saying, hey, buy this. Think about women. You
Yeah.
understand when you go get your hair done, but the beautician hair look crazy and you like, yeah, you like, ain't you
I
supposed
don't know.
to, yeah, like you supposed to kind of look like how I want to look. Like I'm not necessarily convinced that you can make me look the way I want to look because of how you're presenting yourself. So, you are your own walking market, but you also want to have some additional people, around. That's really, really important. But yeah, so hopefully we can schedule another interview. I do need to start getting ready for my corporate job because at this point I am not yet fully independent and able to sustain off of my products, but I am getting there. I did way better last year than I did the years prior, and I plan to at least triple what I did last year this year. And so whoever's joining, you can help me in doing that. Oh, real quick, we are having a 15% off sale. So as I said earlier, I'm expecting my first baby. Really at this point, he could kind of come any day. I really don't think he's going to wait till his due date in March. So right now we're having a 15% off sale. It's kind of like a little game, like how many, basically stock up before the baby comes. And so if you go to shikeycosmetics.com and at checkout, if you type in the code BABY1, BABI, and then the number 1, and then hit the plus sign right next to it, you'll be able to get 15% off your entire order. And that sale ends the minute I basically get to the hospital because I'm in labor. So you want to make sure that you do it sooner than later, because once this baby comes, we're gonna probably take a little break. And you might not be able to get your stuff as quickly. So you want to stock up as much as possible. If you love the oil, buy 15 oils. If you love the face wash, buy 30 of them. Because, also, it's just a way to kind of get some money together before the baby comes. Because, of course, you're going to need a lot of money, a lot of diapers, a lot of wipes. So, yeah, we're having a 15% off sale. Remember that, baby1. That's the code to get the 15% off.
Okay. All right. Yes, ma'am. I'm going to make sure that I also stock up so that I don't run out of my products either. But may Allah bless you with success with Shikey Cosmetics. And then may Allah bless you with a beautiful, healthy baby boy.
Thank you.
but
Thank you. And thank you again. I want to thank everybody who has joined. Thank you, Sister Naya, for making accommodations for me to come on. Thank you to the NNV News team. And I hope everyone has an excellent rest of their day.
yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you all for tuning into NNV News. Please follow us on Instagram on here, NNV News, and go ahead and check out our website, nnvnews.com. All right. Peace.
Peace.